What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks. I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. The episode picks up where the last one left off, when Melody was pressing Trisha like a PSP button, right? So Melody is asking her, so do you think that you should have brought this up to me before, the whole get together in St. John, St. Thomas, St. Paul, St. Peter, wherever the hell the St. Island is that we're at right now? Do you think that you should have brought that up to me before? And then Trisha's like, oh yeah, I should have brought it up to you. And I hate that he said something because it made it weird. Melody says, no, babes. What made it weird was the fact that your friends threw you under the bus in front of a table of people that you did not know. And I was thinking the same thing because I was like, Trisha, these girls is like just throwing you under the bus. Like, how close of friends are you with Stormy and Tisha? Because it's given they drilled and rolled right over you. Then Melody is in the confessional telling us that she doesn't know if they were trying to get a reaction out of her or if they were trying to get a moment, but she would have pulled her friend to the side and would have been asking her about the inconsistencies in the story. And I completely agree with that. Like, if you my friend, your ass better not ever put me on blast in front of a table full of people. Baby, if you want the number weight method for me to show my ass, put me on blast in front of people. Embarrass me. Baby, by the time I leave the dinner, we all gonna be embarrassed.
I'm the bad guy. And I'm not the only married person with a secret at this table.
Don't embarrass me in front of, especially people I don't know. Because let me tell you something. Jeremy Speaks has social anxiety, babes. Meaning that I already am internalizing a whole bunch of false scenarios that may happen where I may be embarrassed, before or during a conversation, let alone for you to actually embarrass me. I'm windmilling on everybody. I'm telling everybody business. I'm spraying everybody. I'm not going to walk around and be the only one at the table still embarrassed. Baby, we all gonna be embarrassed. You got a baby on the way, your husband, everybody gonna get it. Don't you talk about my business. Trish tells us in the confessional after she gets drilled by Melody, she says, me personally, if I wasn't so bothered by my man or my ex doing something, I wouldn't be asking people about it because you just asked me all of these questions. And if you were truthfully over it, you wouldn't ask anything. Because if somebody was to bring something to me that Marquez was doing, I wouldn't even care. It's so funny that you're saying that because you the same woman that looked like you was about to get up on the table and like try to snatch Sunny up by the little bit of edges that she do have for sleeping with a man that's not even yours, that you don't even know, that you ain't never been with. So you telling me that you are not going to feel some type of way and want to question somebody about the history and the past between you and your ex-husband is a little bit, hard to believe, especially because you have yet to sign that divorce decree, allegedly. So I don't really know how much I can truthfully say I believe that sentiment, right? Because you were all emboldened and indignant about what Sunny should have done, how she should have moved because Destiny is her friend. Meanwhile, you on a whole woman's trip outside the country who husband you was fucking. How does that work? I don't believe you. And you can't, I believe damn well you be tracking everything that Marquez does. Trisha invites Melody to her son's graduation. Now, it came across a little bit weird to me how right after all of this conversation that you and Mel had, that you was going to invite her to your graduation for your son, your graduation party. But I just assume that it's because you on the show and because you're trying to make connections, then you know that if Melody is there, it'll actually make the scene. But Melody in return asks her, hey, so is there gonna be like any drama here? Because I just don't know. So Melody said, not Melody, but Trisha says, no, it's not gonna be any drama. It wouldn't be any drama. This is a kids event. Melody says, okay, cool, because I know in the past there's been, blow ups at people's houses. We seeing all of these different flashbacks of people going off in other people's homes. We seen Wanda and Kimmy going at it. We seen Martell and Melody going at it inside of Nell and Chris's house. And when Mel threw that, I think she threw some orange juice on him or a mimosa. I did remember that she did drown him in a mimosa. Mimosas with Melody. But it was so weird because I don't know if this was on purpose or if the editing was meant to show this, but Melody immediately said, because I just don't believe in, starting drama in people's homes. I'll leave if I get upset. And then they're showing her throwing a glass and throwing the mimosa on Martell. But maybe, post-divorce and, self-discovery, because Melody loves to find her inner peace within her home, peace within herself. Maybe she's not really on that tip no more. So if she is in somebody's house and she feels that she's going to turn up, she's going to leave. But, it also could be that bald bitch Martell really drags that shit out of you. He has a way to bring out the worst in you, make you want to put your hands around his neck. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that. We all got that one person that could really trigger us and, move us to chorus, i.e. violence. The next scene, we see Chris and Nell show us a new office. Baby, why that damn office is like an old school two-step lounge? I was like, not step in the name of love. I was like, not step in the name of love. What in the old two-step hell is going on here? I was like, they don't look like no damn office. I was like, is this what y'all be doing in Huntsville? Y'all be converting clubs and strip clubs and two-step lounges into business facilities? Is that what we doing nowadays? I can't keep up with the recycled development properties, storage facilities that are production facilities. I can't keep up. But needless to say, Martell ends up showing up, y'all. Martell shows up in, I think it was a mauve, printed, button up with a blazer and some jeans. I was like, Martell, I'd be really inquiring to want to know where the hell do you be coming from? Because it damn show isn't work. Do you just be rolling out of your bed or rolling over, airing, putting these professional clothes on and just go to a scene and talk shit about people on the cast? Do you just be walking around the house with suits on? How does this work? Because I know damn well it ain't about work. Chris tells Martell that Marceau is actually building a development property a little bit close to the office. Martell says, I don't give a F. I don't want to hear about that dude, man. I don't want to hear about that dude. And I was just wondering, okay, Chris, now if 1 + 1 = 2, why the did you think it was a good idea to bring up Marceau to Martell after Martell called Marceau and Tisha all kind of big back, fat, slutty bitches? What was that for? Was it to be messy? Was that shade, Phaedra?
Ooh, is that shade, Phaedra?
So Martell says that Marceau should have honored the boy code. I didn't even know it was a boy code or man code. I've never heard of that. Now, I heard a girl code, but I've never heard of boy code or male or men code. I think he said boy code. And I was like, did you just make that up? Now, I'm not saying that men don't have unspoken beliefs that are shared between the two, but I'm saying, like, I've never heard it be called a boy code. He says that Marceau should have honored the boy code and not spoke on him in public, especially when he has all of this stuff that he could spray on them, and it's actually the truth. Nell says you shouldn't have brought Tisha into this. You shouldn't have brought Tisha into this at all. Martell says, I regret nothing. She inserted herself. She shouldn't have never brought up Melody. She shouldn't have never brought up anything dealing with my marriage. I ain't forget about it. You know, when she was throwing stuff in Melody's face, and that actually that proposed the divorce that happened to my marriage. It's all Tisha's fault. So yes, I can call Tisha. It just clicked. Everything that I went through in my marriage, in my divorce, was because of Tisha. It was her fault. Tisha was actually physically, mentally, and spiritually destroying my marriage. The fuck? I was like, y'all, this man is bonkers. This man needs help. This man needs help. It's sick. It's to a point where I can't do anything at this point except for laugh. Okay. I can't do anything but chuckle a little bit because the sheer audacity and the lack of accountability of you to even try to put blame in Tisha's lap for the demise of your marriage when you was around peddling that community dick to side bitches, getting them pregnant during COVID and everything else, but you want to put it on Tisha. Tisha didn't put your inside of Arian. She didn't do that. Tisha did not, was pushing your hips into Arian while y'all was laying in the bed and you thrusting on top of her. She didn't do that. You caused everything that happened in your marriage. You were the one who was assaulting your vows. You did that. So regardless on whatever Tisha threw in Melody's face, bitch, the only thing that you should be focused on is that you gave Tisha something to throw in Melody's face. Can I get an amen? If you wasn't around peddling that turtle dick, nobody would be able to fling your infidelities in your ex-wife's face. But you was doing it so brazenly, telling everybody what you were doing in the friend group, and they was all with it, holding secrets. The only person that don't know seemed to be Mel at this point. And of course, at some point that would throw it in your face, but that goes to show how narcissistic, disrespectful, and just stupid you are. It's so weird how you continuously try to shift the blame of the demise of your family onto other people. And I can guarantee you, when you wake up in the morning next to that wild hog that you call your side or the second mother to your child, after you completely did all of the nasty stuff that y'all like to do to each other, whatever, and you walk into the bathroom and you look in the mirror, I know you hate yourself because you like, damn, another day and I'm still with this brace mouth bitch and I ain't even got my wife and my kids ain't even here. All because of some community cooch. And at the end of the day, all of those things are true. You are not happy with yourself. You are not fulfilled. You feel slighted. You feel disrespected. And you're a little bit obsessive too, not a little bit, a lot. You're very much obsessive about this divorce. It's the fact that you can't come out of your mouth to say anything else about this woman but negative. You can't, it's been 4 years and you're still on this divorce. Like, let it go. It's done. Nobody cares. You still trying to prove points. She was cheating. Like, bitch, we don't care if she was people. Go Mel. After all the shit you put Mel through, you know, if Mel was somebody, I'd be on the side of the bed with pom poms. Go Mel. I would be giving her. I would be cheering her on when she's getting with another man. Because the man that she actually gave 4 children to, 15 years to, honesty to, love to, energy to, life to, did not honor her in any type of way. And now, after all of that has been said and done, you're sitting here acting like you are the victim, like you've been hurt, like you're the child. When you caused every single thing that you've gotten. I remember when she was trying to have conversations with you about being better, doing better, you know, making better decisions towards your marriage. You sit and tell her that you talked to some people and she needed to be like the old school folks where they let the husband cheat in peace. You didn't care. And the only thing that you actually miss about Melody, probably her looks, you know, probably some of the ways she made you feel some type of way. But the thing that you probably miss the most about her is the fact that she pushed you up into a different level where you know you were never actually in. You know, she built you up, made you look like you were a good guy, you know, made you feel as if you were like this businessman when you know deep down that you weren't. And that's what's caused you to cheat. See, a lot of times people don't understand that cheating comes from a place of insecurity and self-control, not to mention. But a lot of, and I'm talking about heterosexuals, by the way. But insecurities, you know, a lot of times men have brokenness within them, you know, and a way for them to get out their frustration about where they're at in life and also take out that frustration to the person that they're actually in a relationship with is to cheat on them and hurt them, to make them feel like they're not doing good enough, to make them feel that there's some stuff that they need to work on. And it's because in reality, they feel like they are not good within themselves, which causes them to break commitments, break vows, break promises, not honor what they say they were going to do. And then after all of that is said and done, they go and they want to be the victim. And y'all, the weirdest thing about this conversation with Nell and Chris was at the end of it. At the end of the conversation, Martell tells us that he's going to contact Melody and let Melody know all the disparaging things that the Scotts were saying about her. Don't you have a protective court order against you? Why are you messaging her about stuff that does not have to do with the kids? Truth be told, regardless on whatever Tisha and Marceau may or may not have said, it does not even fucking matter to this point. The main point is you're unhappy within yourself. That's the main point. It's not that Tisha and Marceau be talking shit. It's not that the group who you all claim were such good friends and Mel can't keep no friends have been talking shit, and now you want to address it because they ain't really going along with the shit that you're saying anymore. But just a few seasons ago, these are all my friends. Mel ain't got no friends. She can't keep no friends. These people are amazing people. That's what you were saying, right? But now all of a sudden, he did like she did this, and they've been saying this about Mel, and they've been saying this about my marriage, and I don't appreciate that. You wasn't saying any of that shit when you was on the stage on the reunion in that fucking Irish Spring green fucking suit. You wasn't saying any of that. But now, because people are not really with the shit that you're doing, or at least acting like they don't, because Tisha already let us know that they knew this whole time anyway. So that just proves to us how ain't shit that they are. And pause. I I want to talk about that. After I watched the clips on, the neighborhood talk about Tisha discussing Martell and Marceau and what goes on between the two of them and like what Martell be doing, I started to think. I was like, wow, Tisha. So you're now telling me, right? You're now telling me that y'all all knew about this revenge. Y'all all seen the revenge, and y'all all witnessed the revenge. Y'all knew all of the stuff that he's been doing. Now all of a sudden you can say that he's been doing all of these things for the last 6 years. And my question is, why the didn't you have that energy back then when he was doing it? Were you like secretly getting some type of fulfillment out of seeing Melody in despair dealing with this man? All of y'all was saying that he was a good guy. But now all of a sudden, we taking steps back. We pussy popping, like a Sexy Red song. He's been trashed for like 6 years. He's been making problems for 6 years. He's still doing the same thing. But wasn't y'all the same people that was like, I don't know what's going on? From my vantage point, Martell is a good guy. Y'all were all saying this. But now, since the roles have reversed and since he doesn't have access to Melody and y'all are the closest things that he has to him besides his fucking mama and the baby mama, y'all are now getting the brunt of his rage and anger and indignation. And y'all are now all of a sudden seeing the dichotomy that is his hypocrisy, right? How he could say one thing, do another, do this to you, but you can't do that to him, lie, cheat, steal, all of those type of things. Now, all of a sudden, y'all see it, and it's been happening for 6 years. Y'all are terrible people. Y'all are all terrible people. Even if I didn't like somebody, even if me and this person had our own ups and downs, if I knew that somebody was going around spreading, suggestive content about them, I would say something. But you sat silently, all y'all did, and acted oblivious to it. And now it brings into question, is this the cat in the hat that Destiny was talking about at the reunion that she wanted to spray Mel with, that Maurice told her not to do?
Let's just be real. She knows the truths that I hold about her.
What are they?
Do you really want me to do this?
You can if
Don't
you would.
do
I
it,
would love for
Destiny.
you to. No,
Don't
let
do
her.
that.
Don't do it, Destiny. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It was the sex tape. I'm trying to tell y'all, I really could not be in this situation because of where I would have nodded everybody's head up. Like it's God put certain things on people that he know that they can handle. I have my own crosses to bear in my own personal life. But baby, let me tell you this. If I had a group of friends around me playing in my face like this, baby, I'm knotting everybody up, period. And when we say things like this, and when we see things like this on the TV show, it really brings into question, well, why not? Why can't Mel be petty about it? Why does Mel have to have integrity? Why does Mel have to be nice? Why does Mel have to not be bitter, as they say? Why does Mel have to be healed? Meanwhile, y'all have all been disgusting savages on this show towards her and behind the scenes. Like, now, I guess I'm starting to understand what people are saying when they say, you know, women, what about what they did to Mel? What about what they did to Mel? What about what they did to me? Because what about what y'all did to her? What about that? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the treatment.
Let's talk about the treatment. Go ahead.
Next scene we go to is Ken and his homeboy Will meet up at his house. Baby. Let me tell you this. This don't have nothing to do with, but Will was fine. Will was fine as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking like, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Ken starts talking about Marquez and how Marquez always be tripping. And Will asks, but didn't y'all just have like a dinner? And Ken says, yeah, the dinner actually went better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought the dinner was going to actually be worse than what it was. I thought it was going to be plates throwing, you know, bottles breaking, neck snapping, and everything else. But it wasn't anything like that. It was a pretty good conversation, right? He says that he believes that Marquez is not feeling too good about him stepping in and being a better father to his kids than he has. And I can agree with that. I think that Marquez is like a lot of men when they feel some type of way about another guy coming into a family that they abandon and ends up adding to that household and bringing happiness into the lives of the children and adding happiness into the life of the mother. You know, I feel that a lot of men have a problem with that. Y'all are so narcissistic and sociopathic because you want them to live in misery after you're gone. You want them to be destitute after you're gone. And when they don't end up like that, it triggers you and makes you feel some type of way, because how dare you be happy without me? How dare you get a good ending without me? How dare you be all happy in a family now after I abandon y'all mother? What the y'all think this is? Y'all supposed to be destitute. Y'all supposed to be like living up good times. Like the hell, what the fuck wrong with y'all? That's exactly what it is. Will brings up the divorce, asking him when they're going to get married. He says that he told Trisha that when she signs that divorce is when he'll go get a ring. And Will wants to know, well, after she gets the divorce, like how soon is that going to be? He says that he's not trying to push or force Trisha into doing something that she doesn't want to do. I respect that, and I actually do like that. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, majority of this episode, I was really with what Trisha was saying and what Ken was saying in the scenes up until the last scene. I felt that you know, that's true. If this woman is getting divorced and she's been through all of this, and I came into this situation knowing that she was on the exiting side of it, that it wasn't completely done yet, that I can't force her and speed her into marriage. I can't really say, okay, now let's get married. I can't really do that, because you got to give her time to be ready, because she just got out of a marriage, let alone to hop into a new one. And why is it that marriage is necessary anyway? We living together, we doing stuff together. We don't need marriage right now. You know, not like I was fucking with that. I was like, I love that he was not acting like, you know, she needs to hurry up. She needs to hurry up. Because, like, truth be told, if you wanted her to hurry up, then you should have been with somebody who was in a relationship or who was in a marriage, right? He says that him being such a good father to Marquez's kids is a good reason as to why Marquez is not signing the divorce. Now, if I was not mistaken, didn't Marquez do that at the table? I thought he did. I was like, I'm pretty sure he signed that, or it looked like he did, or it was some type of fictional paper that he signed. I don't know. But to me, it looked like he signed that. And then another thing about this is that like something that's rubbing me wrong with Ken is that you've only been with this woman for like 2 years, right? And I completely understand you wanting to, be a good parent to her kids and stuff like that. But to continuously throw digs at Marquez and say that you're such a better father than he was, meanwhile, you're coming into the kids' lives after they turned a certain age, meaning that like these people are graduating high school. So it's not like, it's not really like you're taking care of them outside of the womb. You don't really know the history of the child from birth up until the point when you met them, right? So to only say, I'm such a good father to his kids, like he just mad because I'm a better father than him. Like, and I'm like, you only been around the kids for 2.5 years. That's not that long. And you really don't know what has happened within their relationship to be so boisterous about what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. If you're going to be a good father to the kids, be a good father to the kids. And I'm saying also being a good father to the kids is not throwing shots at their biological father, right? Just like I said, look at Russell Williams. Russell Williams is not out here saying nothing about Future. Although he could probably dog that man out if he really wanted to. But he ain't saying nothing about that man. His focus is on the kids. He's not around throwing petty insults to the father, the biological father of his son. You know what I'm saying? But you're sitting here on nationally syndicated television throwing all of these darts and shots at this man, and you've only been around his kid for 2 years. That's weird to me. That's weird. Kudos to you for stepping up and actually bringing the kids under your wing or whatever you want to call it. But I just feel that you should be a little bit lowercase when it comes to how Marquez has parented his child. That's for Trisha to talk about. 2 years is not enough time for you to feel like you're super dad. I'm sorry. It's really not. And if y'all only been together for 2 years, when did she even move in with you? Like, did she just move in with you immediately? Did she have her own place? Like, you and Trisha been together for 2 years. So does that mean immediately when y'all got together, she just brought the kids around you? That's a little weird to me. That's a little suspect to just be bringing your kids around a man that you just met. So if she did not do that and she waited some time to bring you around her kids, I would imagine it would be a year. The next letting me know that you've been around less than a year, like a little bit over than a year. And you talking all of this stuff about you being super dad. I'm like it doesn't make sense. And the more you talk about it and throw shots at Marquez, the worse and kind of questionable it makes you look. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We see Trish in the backyard preparing for the party, getting everything together. I didn't know if this was the same day or if this was, a day before or something like that, but I couldn't tell. But we see her go into the house and she gets a knock at the door. It's Destiny. Now, y'all look. One thing I want to say about this episode, Destiny looked good. Baby, Destiny hair was looking good. I don't know what about it, but it be really doing something to me when y'all women don't wear them, them big ass baby hairs. When y'all just have a good wig on and the baby and you leave the baby hairs at home, it's just. And then I was looking in the set, I was like, Trish body is amazing. Damn. When she went to go answer the door, I was like, damn. Shit. I was like, the body is giving everything. The notary comes and knocks on the door after Destiny, sits down. Destiny is like, girl, who is that? What's going on? So the girl comes in dressed like one of the extras from Men in Black. I was like, what type of super galactic business suit is this? I was like, baby girl found out she was going to be on camera and went down there to the Piggly Wiggly, got herself a good suit. You better go on ahead, sis, and do that. The notary lady comes over to the table and she sits down with Trish, and Trish is like, okay, I'm ready to sign it. The girl pulls out the paper, says, can I get your ID? She's signing. We see Destiny in the confessional saying, Trisha signing the divorce papers in front of me with no emotion is crazy. And I was like, is it crazy, Destiny, or are you feeling triggered and you projecting your own insecurities and pain onto other people? Which one we doing? Huh? Are we doing that, Des? Are we projecting? It's giving projection. It's giving projection. You know what I'm saying? So after the girl signed the divorce papers, or what looked like divorce papers, because some of y'all are still saying that they're not divorced. I don't know if it's true or not. Now, Destiny keeps on asking her, how is she going to sign the divorce papers in her face like it's nothing, Destiny, because she actually wanted to get divorced. That's why she wanted to get divorced. She's been playing tit-tat with this man for years. She's ready for it. You know, her husband didn't leave her 3 weeks after having a baby like yours did. Oops. You know, so maybe she don't feel the same pain that you did. Like, maybe you should stop projecting onto her. Maybe you should just let her be happy and relieved that she's getting a divorce from a man who's not contributing anything to his household or to his children. Like, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to cry, be upset, do everything like that? And you talking about this damn grieving process. Meanwhile, you didn't show us your grieving process. You had Melody looking dumbfounded when she found out that you was divorced for like 3 weeks to a month and didn't say anything to her. So was you really grieving, or are you just kind of salty because she's not a lump of emotions and negativity like you've been? You want her to be miserable like you do? I mean, you want her to be miserable like you too? That rhymed, but that was unintentional. And and then Destiny asked, okay, so when y'all gonna have y'all wedding? I was like, Destiny, why are you asking about anybody else's relationship when you don't even show us yours? I was like, the only thing I see you doing is laying that cougar pussy on every young that you can find. Okay? Because you was trying to lay that Thundercat on Jalen. Now you're trying to lay that Thundercat on Lance. And you need to fuck with niggas your own age. You too damn old and you got a child at home. Or partial home, because they say that LeBarrett getting full custody. I don't know if that's true or not, allegedly. Okay. I can't tell you. Why do y'all keep on trying to force marriage on her? And then Trisha says that she doesn't want to rush into things. You know, she just got out of a marriage and she found the person that's meant for her. And she wants to take the time and make sure that she works on the things that she needs to before she gets into marriage. And I don't care what none of y'all say. I agree with that. I believe that you should take the time and pour into yourself, find peace within yourself, you know, heal, get counseling, get therapy, and really try to better yourself before jumping into a marriage. However, if you ain't ready to marry this nigga, it's kind of weird that you have your kids around him and that you living with him with your children. However, nobody said that you cannot do that without being married. But I'm just saying, if I'm going to move in with a nigga, have kids with a nigga, like, you know, call this man the father of my children, it's kind of weird that I'm talking about I'm not necessarily ready for marriage. What? You could have fooled me. Look, y'all look damn married. Now, if y'all were living in two separate households and, you know, he was coming over certain nights, you was going over to his place or whatever the case may be, and y'all was still in the dating phase, that would make sense to me. But y'all are living together. He's calling your children his. y'all family and stuff like that. He's taking y'all on trips. Y'all living underneath the same roof, waking up together, going to sleep together. And you talking about you ain't ready for marriage. Y'all basically married. What's the damn difference? What is the damn difference? Call the boyfriend the father of the child. Like, I'm saying, like, and that sounds even crazy. Be like, my boyfriend is like the father of my children. My boyfriend, y'all. Then again, I don't even believe in marriage, but I'm trying to put myself into this Southern way of thinking, like y'all like to, like a lot of people like to think. So I'm just saying, like, if you're not ready for marriage, baby, you shouldn't be living under the same roof, having him around your kids. But hey, it is what it is. I feel like it can be somewhat of an excuse because she maybe is scared to be married again, or maybe a placeholder or a rebound or whatever the case may be. But I really do think that Trisha likes Ken, or Trisha loves Ken. I think that she does, but maybe she's just simply not ready to be married. It's a very complicated situation. I don't know. Marcel tells Tisha that Melody is stopping by. Immediately when Marcel tells Tisha that Melody's stopping by, Tisha whole face got tight. She was like, I'm tired of you going to see my man. I was like, you'll be fine, sweetie, because at the end of the day, none of it can be worse than knowing about your friend's sex tape and not telling her, right? So you'll be fine. So Tisha says the only reason that Mel would stop by like this is because she has something to get off her chest. And Marceau is in the confessionals right next to Tisha. Must I add that Tisha looked damn good in that mother confessional. I was like, you are doing it. Yes. This is what y'all supposed to look like. I was like, Trisha looked good in her confessional. Her body looking good. And like, you know, in the scenes. Destiny wigs is nice. I was like that pink feather with the titties put. I was like, yes. I was like, you ate that. Marceau says that he always leaves the table after he talks to Mel feeling good. He says he can't speak on how she feels after she leaves the table, but he feels amazing. I was like, I bet you do. You thick, hip, nasty jive turkey. You know, I bet you do feel good after you leave. Because that was probably the first time you was able to have some alone time with Mel in a long time, and that's all you wanted. That's why Martel was asking you, did she do something to you? Because he know you got a crush on her. You little nasty, thick hip demon. Okay. So at this point, Mel comes in, you know, and I always love how when Mel is meeting up with the guys separate from the women, she dresses very, very conservatively. She tries to make sure that she's not wearing anything too revealing or anything too tight to lay into a rumor that she is trying to entice or whatever the case may be, because, you know, those women on the show would definitely try to make it seem that way, right? She had on that that just left the church house. Now I'm at home chilling in, you know, in my blouse outfit. You know, I was like, this cute. It's very respectful. Okay. You know, she ain't like Destiny, you know, before the few seasons, because, you know, Destiny now all of a sudden dressing like a choir robe chaperone when she around Martel, when she hasn't been dressing like that around him before in the other scenes that she was in. When you was showing up to his house in the middle of the night, taping scenes. So Melody lets them know that she was getting messages from Martel, letting her know that they were talking about her negatively. So she wanted to ask about it. Like Tisha says, we was talking about you. No, girl, we was not talking about you, girl. No. But Marceau, what did you say, Marceau? I was like, nah, she just threw him under the bus like that. She was like, this bitch gonna be mad at us. She gonna be mad at you. Okay, y'all, you ain't about to leave from the table feeling happy now, huh? Now I'm putting you on the spot. Speak up. Poke your titties out. Speak with your chest. So he started talking about like, no, I didn't say anything negative. I just brought up about how Martell would reach out and ask if we slept together. I was like, but that's not quite how you said it. Thick hip demon. That is not how you said it. What you said was that like you was always asking me if Melody was sucking my dick. Like, that's how you said it. That's how you said it. But I noticed that it was changed around when you saw her face to face. Marceau, like, I doubt Melody want a man who hips are wider than hers. I was like, at the end of the day, Melody don't want no man that look like he went to got a BBL to be thicker than her. Like, I don't think that's what she wants. I'm sorry, Marceau. She don't want that. So during the scene, they were all they were all now all of a sudden saying, Martell just be making up lies. He just says anything. He's been doing this for like the last 6 years. And then Melody starts to say, yeah, and I'm glad that y'all can see it now. She was being very chipper about it because I feel like this is when Melody is getting her satisfaction in knowing that the way that y'all were allowing me to get treated is now the way y'all are getting treated, and y'all are able to see it now. It was very condescending in the way that she was saying it to me. So I was like, maybe that's what it's coming from, I assume, right? But it's just so weird to me how Marceau and Trisha can now all of a sudden see all of this shit that Martell does. But just a few years ago, the nigga was a good guy. He's a nice guy. Martell is Martell. Martell is Martell. Martell is Martell. So now all of a sudden y'all see it. I was like, y'all really ain't shit. And it's really embarrassing, to be honest, but whatever. Moving on. So now we're at the last scene, y'all. And this scene is really cringe. So we in Trisha's backyard, right? All of the families there showing up, popping up. Kimmy pops up, bring her a bottle of Hennessy. Trisha like, how did you know I love Hennessy? She was like, because you got a girlfriend, because you got a boyfriend and a husband. Bitch, you live in La Vida Loca, so I guarantee you like some Hennessy. I was like, if a bitch bring you a bottle of Hennessy and claim that they could just automatically tell that's your favorite drink, like, you need to take heed to that, because like that's an insult. If somebody was to give me a bottle of Hennessy and tell me they think that's my favorite drink, I would be like, bitch, you got me fucked up, first and foremost. I do not drink Hennessy, because I don't. But that has a negative connotation to it. Because everything that I've heard and witnessed when it comes to Hennessy is fight and fuck. That's all you do when you're on fighting and fucking. That's it. And truth be told, that is all that Kimmy has seen of you. That you be fighting with your ex-husband, and you be fucking your boyfriend and probably Melody's ex-husband. So pretty on brand to me. I think it was a read, but Trisha's not the smartest one in the litter box. Marquez shows up, y'all, looking like a Negro urban folktale about the Terminator. I was like, what in a Negro Terminator is going on here? I was like, not this fitted black outfit with a black fitted cap. It looked like he was some part of some type of hood assassin group. What is going on? What is going on, Marquez? Marquez goes around the party, y'all. He's shaking everybody's hand. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I'm the dad. I'm the father. How you doing? How you doing? I'm the father. Who are you? Never seen you before. Have I met you before? Like, not you questioning the people at this party. And this is not your house. What is wrong with you, Marquez? So moving on. So now Marquez Marquez is going around telling people that he's the father of the kids. Meanwhile, Ken and fine ass Will is in the corner next to the beverages having a conversation about how Marquez is crashing out. Ken ends up going over to the alcohol, and he was asking all of the men to come over and have a shot. I was like, not you calling a ghetto toast at a party you did not throw. Why are you calling all the men to have shots, baby? He called the shots and he said, here's to all the fathers out there, and here's and also to our wives. I was like, not you throwing shade to Marquez. I was like, you gonna get your little bitch ass jumped. I was like, don't get your ass whooped out here. I was like, cause Ken look like he'll dog walk you, and Will look like he will jump in at any moment. You will get jumped by a gang full of gym muscle niggas, and that shit hurts. I guarantee you that. That's a high ride. Cal comment was for Trisha's situation. He didn't bring a damn thing. Not you calling toast, and you didn't even bring shit. The hell is going on? Child. But moving on, child. So he ends up doing a speech or something. And after that, he goes over to certain men. He's going over to Chris and Maurice and asking them for advice. And gonna tell them, hey, like, I just wanted to tell you, like, I'm feeling very triggered right now. And I just wanted to know, how do y'all handle being triggered by people that's around y'all? And I was like, this is very strange behavior. It's very erratic. It's very erratic, if you ask me. Now, Chris is in the confessional saying, I don't know this nigga. Why is he asking me about his personal business? I don't know him. In the meanwhile of all of that, we see Melody come in. Marquez goes over to where Melody and Trisha is, and Trisha and Melody are having a conversation, and Melody is like, I know how you feel, I know how it can be when you're around somebody that triggers you, and and it can be very hard to deal with. Marquez comes over and says, am I being your trigger? Am I triggering you right now? Y'all, Mel had Trisha thinking that she had a friend. You have a friend in me. You have a friend in me. Baby, Mel said, well, yeah, like, I can tell by the energy right now, it's very triggering. You're triggering a lot of negative energy right now, Trisha. Trisha's like, wait, what? She was like, wait, hold on. Wait a damn minute. I thought you was on my side. And like I was like, gotcha. And shit. I was like, you really be getting gagged every single time. Melody just be playing in your face. Why did you invite this woman to your house? Why did you invite her into your home? Baby, when Trisha started stuttering, I was weak. I was like, she really thought Mel was going to say something about Ken, and she really started to talk about her. I was crying. Because she really thought she had a friend. Bitch, you ain't gonna have a friend until you can figure out what month it was when you went to Martell's house. Okay? You won't have a friend until then. Okay? I was like, Trisha was shook because Mel turned it right back on her. And then she was like, yeah, like, of course I have like a lot of trigger energy. He's my trigger, and like, don't act. No. Let's. I was like, Trisha, get it out, baby. Get it out, sweetie. I was like, I'm a part of the stutter community myself sometimes, especially when I'm on here. But I'm stuttering because I have to freestyle all of the stuff that I'm saying and reviewing. In my day-to-day life, I don't stutter, but it's hard to come up with shit to say and also insert my own jokes into it at a fast pace, especially when I talk very fast on top of that. But Trisha, you ain't got no damn excuse. I told you she was a skipping CD. You know what? And when she said pent up resentment, that sounds like sexual energy. That sounds a little sexual. She was like, what? She was like, what? You know what? You know, don't make. Don't. I was like, Trisha, get it out, sis. It was definitely giving skipping CD. It was definitely, y'all remember back in the day in 2004 when Destiny Child released Destiny Fulfilled, and we were always, I don't know if y'all was like me, but y'all would play that CD till the wheels fell off, till the thing skipped, and right when you got to Through With Love, it would always skip. I found a new. I gave my, you know, it was given very much, you know, Through With Love skit on the CD for Destiny's Child Fulfilled. She needed that. Slow down, baby. You got it. When all the dust is settled, Trish and Ken stop clown for the cam. Will they want each other is the question. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know them like that, to be honest. I can't tell you. They make a beautiful couple. Y'all know another beautiful, sexy ass couple, power couple. Oh my God. It's Boz from Beverly Hills. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Her and her man, her black king. He fine, tall, baby. Boz is like 6'1", and that man is still taller than her. I was like, ooh, that is such a fine ass couple. Oh my goodness. You better do it, Boz. I was so happy for her. I love, if y'all don't know anything about me, I love Real Housewives, but for some reason, my audience just doesn't connect when I review the white franchises. They don't like that. And I already told y'all I was not reviewing Potomac. I'm not doing it. I'm holding true to my word. Okay. I can't speak about other motherfuckers that went back and went to review the show after they said they would not. But I'm holding true to my word. I'm not reviewing it. I'm not reviewing it. Boz is gorgeous, y'all. Boz is such an inspiration to me, especially as somebody who graduated with a double major in marketing and business analysis, and how I've been, you know, maneuvering in corporate America and things like that to get to where she is a goal of mine. You know, I would love that. I would really love to get where she is, you know. And I take a lot of inspiration from her. I watch a lot of her TED Talks, a lot of her interviews. I'm buying her book soon too. But are you doing RHOA? I need to see. She's pretty. She just wears too many. I think the bundle ratio, the bundle to body ratio, it fits. She's a pretty tall woman, and you know, she's very fit and thick on top of it. You know, she works out a lot, so she's very plump in all the right air. She's curvy, and she's African, so they love a lot of hair. You know, they love a lot of hair. Shit, we love a lot of hair. I mean, I ain't got no hair to love, but you get what I'm saying. We as the Black community. But okay, y'all, that marks the end of the Love and Marriage Huntsville portion of this. Now, y'all, we got to talk. Now, I know y'all remember us discussing Jay-Z and the accusations made by this anonymous lady in Alabama. Hold on. Jay-Z and consistencies. But we gonna watch something together. We gonna watch this together, and then we're going to react. Okay.